Oh, it's one of the best days of the year. It's Christmas for kids.
Merry Christmas!
We have over 500 kids here shopping with volunteer chaperones. Community stepped up and volunteered to shop with these kids.
One of the best days of the year for the Jordan Education Foundation is Christmas for Kids. It's part of what Robin Luke, who runs the Principal's Pantry at West Jordan High, calls
the month of miracles. Absolutely the month of miracles.
Miracles made possible by people with big hearts who give of their time and resources to support our kids through the Jordan Education Foundation.
Okay, Maddie and I have known each other for like 1 hour and 34 minutes, and I think we're best friends forever. Look at her. How do you not love this person? Come on, I want to keep her. Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
Along with providing Christmas for 500 deserving kids in December, the Jordan Education Foundation and its donors are going the extra mile in making miracles happen. For the first time ever, a campaign called Better Homes for Kids collected 200 brand new beds, pillows, and bedding, allowing students and families in need to sleep a little easier with one less thing to worry about. Robin Luke found out about the beds and put some worries to rest for 2 West Jordan High students and their families.
I have a family that just moved here from Brazil and they're sleeping on the floor. They have nothing. So I called the girl down and I Google translated and said, do you need the beds or do you want the beds? We have an opportunity to get them. And she literally jumped up and down and clapped her hands and got tears and hugged me and said, yes, yes, yes. Called her parents. She was so excited. And then I called another girl down and they were living in an apartment with no furniture, floor, and we got them beds. They were so grateful.
Grateful for a good night's sleep and a community that cares.
No pillows. Imagine sleeping that way. We don't even think about it. I can hardly even say to see the difference something like that makes. You know, those who donate don't often see it, and I'm lucky enough I get to see their joy and gratitude and graciousness of having something. See it every day. Miracles happen because people give. It's astonishing.
Those same miracles are happening at Copper Hills High School. Melanie Taylor, better known as Mama Grizzly, runs the Principal's Pantry here, helping kids in need every day.
A couple of years ago, we had a student that was kind of hiding in her teacher's class. And she asked her why she wasn't going to lunch, and she said, I don't have money for lunch, and I don't want my friends to know. So we made a plan to get her a cup of noodles. Every day she would leave class 5 minutes early because she was a teacher's aide. I would have a cup of noodles ready for her. She could come in, get it, and go have lunch with her friends. Think of how important that is to that student, that particular student, because nobody wants to not fit in.
But what they don't have, students are receiving thanks to donors who support Mama Grizzly so she can care for what she calls her cubs.
I had a student that came down Monday. She needed a coat. I'm thinking, oh, sweet girl, what have you been doing for the last 2 weeks, you know? We got her a coat. There are times where there are students that need bedding, and again, students that need showers, that they don't have good running water. Cleaning supplies, home cleaning supplies. We had a mom one time that said, I can afford cleaning supplies or food for my kids. What do you think I'm going to choose? Of course she's going to choose food for her kids. So now we have cleaning supplies if we have families in need of that. I asked a student one time if they needed some toothpaste, and she goes, well, no, because I don't have a toothbrush. How do you not have a toothbrush? You know, these things that we use every day that we take for granted, that there are truly kids out there that just don't have these things.
But kids are being taken care of thanks in large part to the Jordan Education Foundation. The foundation funded the first Principal's Pantry in Jordan School District 5 years ago with a goal of getting one in every school. Today, that goal has been met.
Try not to do this without tearing up. I had no idea people were so generous. Making such a difference. Such a difference.
We're in our inaugural year, but the feedback has been so good that the kids love this space.
It's a space at Sunset Ridge Middle School where kids can hit the reset button, take a deep breath, relax, and just be well.
No, this is your favorite.
Yes, I love the sand.
It's called a wellness room, and like the principal's pantries, Audrey Fish would like to see one in every school in Jordan School District.
It's a change of mindset. It's rethinking how we can manage our emotions differently and not suppressing them. We're hoping that these mindful spaces change the way they think about themselves, that they're positive, and they don't have self-deprecating thoughts, and that they care about who they are as an individual, and that they know that somebody will always check on them, that there's this connection. We want connections.
Connections that Mrs. Fish says are saving and changing lives.
Can't learn if you are upset or mad or angry, anything like that.
Nicole, a 9th grade student, says now, instead of feeling frustrated, getting emotional, and going home when she has a bad day, she goes to the wellness room.
Now I have the option to come here and chill out, and I would still be able to get an education.
For Christian, the wellness room gives him the break he needs to chill as well, and then head back to class, ready to learn.
Come here, relax, play some toys, use your phone, talk to counselors, and play with the train.
And when you do that, does it help you relax or what?
Yes.
Mrs. Fish is hoping to open a teacher and staff wellness room here as well. However, it costs $2,000 to $3,000, something she's hoping to find funding for because
There's power in these rooms. Even as adults, we have moments of dysregulation, and we might just need a minute to be somewhere quiet and peaceful.
Mrs. Fish is thankful for anyone who can help to make more rooms like this possible. Christian is too.
Thank you.
ASL teacher Ray Boren is thankful to the Jordan Education Foundation. 2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, Ray admits she was struggling.
That was a really emotional time. I mean, we're in the pandemic, and when you have about 200 students, you want to make sure you're reaching all of them, and that takes time.
But one day during what was supposed to be a virtual meeting with colleagues, Ray realized she wasn't alone. Struggles aside, people cared. The Jordan Education Foundation came calling, joining that virtual meeting.
And then when they started saying that I was the recipient of a JEF award, it just was very validating. Was such a morale boost when you feel like you were just exhausted, that I was giving everything I could. I was really trying to be there for all of my students, and it was challenging, just plain and simple. And so I just felt like, wow, there are people that see this. There are people that care.
Ray Boren was the recipient of a Jordan Education Foundation Educator of the Year Award.
It just touched my heart. And then I think it was Dr. Godfrey who said, now go walk out in your front yard. And I'm like, what? Okay, so I'm leaving you guys right now? Okay. So I opened my door. And then I see all of these JEF people out there. And just the fact that they had taken their time to come to my home, to be a part of, just to show appreciation and gratitude. I can't even fully put it into words how much it meant to me, and even my family. Your family watches and sees what you do behind the scenes. And I know my husband and my sons were really appreciative too.
Kara Fuller is one of Mrs. Boren's students, a student who says teachers like Ray make a lasting impact.
There's nobody that can ever replace the experiences and the love that you get from Mrs. Boren. Teachers make an impact in our lives, such as Mrs. Boren. They make impacts in everything, and they deserve everything that they can get, because they're part of raising the next generation. It's not just parents. Parents have a huge role, but our teachers They raise the next generation, they teach the next generation, and they deserve everything that they can receive. They deserve every award.
From every teacher, student, or staff member in our schools, a big thank you to the Jordan Education Foundation and its donors. From Ray Boren.
Thank you so much. You gave me some extra hope, extra motivation, just that extra lift that I needed at a time that was very, very challenging. And I can't express enough gratitude for your willingness to help teachers and to help, which then benefits our students. It always goes back to the kids. And so I can't say thank you enough.